Kia ora koutou, ko Antonia Ho. I'm here today with Cal. Cal, would you like to introduce yourself?
Hi, I'm Cal Roughan. I'm a New Zealander. Spent a bit of time in New Zealand, Ireland and Singapore. I work as an engineer for WSP New Zealand.
Nice. And what do you focus on for WSP?
I do infrastructure decarbonisation and resilience. I do asset management stuff. Yeah, really enjoy it. It's interesting to.
Nice. And why have you come to COP?
I came to COP to really learn from the best of what's going on globally, seeing what they're doing across Europe and the US and Asia and the global south, relating to infrastructure decarbonisation and resilience.
Nice. So what have you been to any particular interesting talks since you've been here?
Sure, yeah, I've been to some fantastic ones. The Australian Pavilion yesterday, so the 8th kilometre talk about Australia positioning itself as a renewable energy superpower. Very interesting to attend. Singapore did a fantastic one about integrating nature into urban design, just the fabric, both through the perspective of kind of their city development agency, their housing board, through their scientists at the National University of Singapore, where I very happy to spend 6 months during my degree, so it was awesome to see from them. What else? Yeah, the Asian Infrastructure Investment Bank's done some great talks. I think the Business and Buildings Pavilion, where the Sustainable Business Council has done a little bit of work, is that right?
Yep, that's right.
Yeah, they've put on some fantastic talks about building circularity, life cycle design, and some really interesting ones about concrete and other hard-to-abate materials sectors.
Nice. Is there anything particular that you'll be taking away from COP, kind of back to WSP and how you do your work?
Sure. I kind of expected that I was going to come to COP and find out we were just behind global best practice, not for any other reason, just thinking, well, they must be doing such amazing work across the rest of the world. But I think what I've seen is we're at parity, if not leading,
Yep.
not just WSP, across industry, effectively across our clients like Waikatahi and suppliers and contractors and the like, which provides quite a bit of confidence, but really liking the way some people are presenting their findings here. I think that'll be a good takeaway for us to go back and figure out how we communicate as well.
Yeah.
Communicate our findings.
Yeah, I think so too. I think it's been really interesting for me that kind of how I came to COP back in 2014, 15 maybe, and I think how far New Zealand has come in those last 5 years.
Sure.
And how much of a difference all of that climate change architecture has made and how fast business has responded to all of that. I think it's easy to think of us as far away and at the end of the world and kind of isolated in our climate change movement, but when we come, we're slightly different and we're nuanced and we do it our way, but really we're moving at pace, and I think that's really been reassuring for me in being here. Yeah,
I think so too. New Zealand can really act as the sandbox for innovation for the rest of the world. Rapidly prototype and do what we can to share it out. And I suppose, look, regardless of whether New Zealand decarbonises or not, we're still going to face the consequences of the globe's decision. So making sure we're ready. I suppose that comes back to that resilience piece, which is so important. But yeah, very interesting to talk to Simon Watts later today. Can't wait to hear from him, and hoping for the best.
Yeah, and that some of those small island states narrative of, if it's not mitigation, then it's adaptation, and if it's not adaptation, then we're talking loss and damage. And I hadn't heard the chain put together quite like that before, which was an interesting kind of, that's useful for COP, that global perspective of what does this mean for places that are even more vulnerable than we are in New Zealand. Yeah, thank you so much, Cal. That's really appreciate it.
Thank you.